Back to the friendly confines of Estadio Monumental for River Plate after last week's excursion to La Bombonera. They are back to start their winning ways again after a rough 10 days. Glad you could join us. I'm Max Bretos. Today joined by Christian Bozzo. Want to add to that list?
All the beautiful women in Argentina who love to go to the soccer stadiums and watch the hunt of football Argentino. Here we go, take a look at the 11 for River Plate with Franco Constanzo once again as the goalkeeper.
And a hunk.
Amélie Garcés de Micheli and Lecky in defense. 4 players in the midfield. Eduardo Chacho Caudet on the right, Hussein in the middle, and González on the left. Mandrake D'Alessandro will be the playmaker. Up front, Fuertes, who briefly played in the EPL, and Fernando Cabenagui.
You don't say.
The coach, Manuel Pellegrini. Now we take a look at Los Cuervos San Lorenzo with Sebastián Saja, the goalkeeper. Álvarez, Rodríguez, Morel, and Paredes, the 4 defenders. 4 in the midfield, Zabaleta, Michelini, Zurita, and the very talented Chatruk. Up front we have Astudillo, number 7, and Alberto, the legendary El Beto Acosta with number 9. The coach, Ruben Insua.
Probably soon to be ex-coach, and we'll talk more about that when the match begins. And it will begin at the other end of this commercial break. Stay tuned. Charge Gabriel Bracenas, a big match here for River Plate. We already know that this weekend Vélez Sarsfield upended. They were the leaders coming in. They were defeated by none other than Olimpo of Bahía Blanca.
That goes to tell you once again how unpredictable soccer is. Anything can happen, and hey, Vélez Sarsfield, the hottest team in Argentina, defeated by the great Olimpo. It's 11 against 11.
It was just after the tie last week between River Boca that Vélez got a bit of a cushion when they beat Gimnasia de la Plata. That cushion will be gone probably by the end of this weekend, with River Plate and Boca looking to get the wins.
I just love it when that happens, when Real Madrid playing Mallorca and everybody thinking, oh, you know, Real Madrid will win convincingly, easily, and then they get defeated 5-0, 5-1.
At home.
Let me give you the bench of a River Plate with Bulju Basic, the goalkeeper, Pereira, Zapata, Ludueña, and Darío Hussein. For San Lorenzo, Ramírez, De Vaca, Gerrón, Luna, and Frutos.
The aftermath of the Super Clásico is certainly going to be felt. Suspensions looming for both Martin Demichelis, Claudio Hussein. And the Demichelis red card that put River Plate in a very tough bind. Another shot from the left side by Zurita.
Great atmosphere in the stadium, and a lot of people came to see River Plate, the disappointing River Plate of this season there.
And yeah, you can see all the pigeons just floating around the pitch, and you know that means that they were putting seeds in for the new grass. But the pigeons got ear of that and are now taking charge. A lot of rain has eroded away some of these pitches here in Argentina. It was a disappointing 2-2 draw, but at the end of the 90 minutes, maybe some relief for Manuel Pellegrini, because down to 9 men at the very end. Very lucky not to escape or leave La Bombonera with 0 points. And even more important is that they would give the 3 points to Boca, a team that they're pursuing in the standings, and would probably applied the knockout punch for their Clausura hopes.
Yeah, not only that, if I also you want to talk about soccer, what we saw in the first half at La Bombonera from River Plate, they, I believe, played the best soccer in the tournament.
I agree with you there.
Free-flowing football.
The other leaders, Vélez and Boca, sometimes hard to watch. This is the cross coming in from Zabaleta.
I don't think there's any doubt that River Plate has the best squad in depth in Argentina.
A skillful team. But unfortunately, it is Boca that are enjoying the better go of it as of late.
And talking about Max quantity and quality, they have 2 players per position, and without a doubt, also the best players of the country.
Michelini. Paredes. Slips all the way through. Falls now for Beto Acosta.
In just that one word, you can tell Manuel Pellegrini is from Chile. When they go buena, yeah, instead of B, they go with the G. I think people from Chile and Argentina and Latin America would understand that.
Yeah. My uncle would say buena, buena when like an attractive woman would.
Exactly.
That could be used there?
Exactly, yes.
If Tío Pepito's listening, how you doing? I'm glad you can enjoy Fútbol Argentino. Es muy buena. There's Pablo Zabaleta. That team.
Max, that could have been a booking, right? From behind.
Big kick for San Lorenzo. There's Jose Chatruc. He has been in good form. He has scored in both of these last 2 rounds, which San Lorenzo have achieved victories. In fact, his goals were the only goals of the match in 1-0 victories over Colón and Chacarita.
He has scored more often here in the last couple of weeks than in all the years he spent in Racing.
Well, they're playing well now, San Lorenzo. They've won 4 of their last 6 matches. They didn't even get a victory till round 7. So they were really out of the race at a very early stage. Here's the cross by Fuertes. Cleared away by Gonzalo Rodriguez.
Foul. You don't see the forward. Well, this is Alberto. If there is a tricky forward, that would be Alberto Beto Acosta. But you don't see a striker just falling, going to the ground in the midfield. You know, it'd be better if he got close to the penalty kick. A good move. He got the foul.
San Lorenzo playing better in these opening minutes. They are currently coming into this round 10th place.
Why does that happen, Max? At La Bombonera, the first couple of minutes, it was the visitors, River Plate, dominating the proceedings. Now here at Estadio Monumental, once again, the visitors of the team on the road, San Lorenzo, playing much better.
Here's Chatruc. River Plate were focused for that match against Boca, and they got to be careful not to take this one not as seriously. Hussein. Fuertes to Calvet. And then we get around Paredes. Of course, Calvet, a former San Lorenzo player.
What I'm going to say may sound strange, pretty much just like everything else I say. He seems to be tired, exhausted, Eduardo Chacho Coudet. Even they've only played 7-8 minutes. Doesn't seem to have the spark.
No, he's lumbering over to that ball. Looked like he was even a bit injured, although that's not the case, but that's the way it looks like when he was running there. Alessandro. Cavanaghi over to Gonzalez. Benítez. Claudio Morel, Paraguayan defender. Alessandro.
Now, only 8 minutes into the game, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not supposed to be tired. It has nothing to do with that. Sometimes they are injured, they've been playing too much, too long, too many games. Ooh. Don't forget that the job of the ref is also to protect the more gifted players, like Mandrake Alessandro in this case.
And in exchange there with Gabriel Bracenas, a young referee. Ball played through. Nothing there for River.
Better communication there, maybe. Two players going for the same ball, Fuertes and De Michelis, I believe, from behind. And the first chance created by River in already 10 minutes.
Trouble there for Horacio Ameli. Calvet. No. One on that far side by Zurita. Garce, who is battling some injury issues of his own, coming in with tendinitis. Laid through, but it was behind the charging Astudillo. San Lorenzo getting to those loose balls much quicker than River. Astudillo, the 25-year-old striker, just 2 goals this season.
I was going to say, Max, take a look at the crowd. Such a great atmosphere.
Hey, it's a Super Clásico.
I thought we had Super Clásico last year.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's Clásico del Domingo. San Lorenzo, part of that big nucleus of popular clubs in Argentina, led by River, Boca. You have Independiente, Racing, and then San Lorenzo. And a little bit behind them, the likes of Vélez, maybe Newell's. San Lorenzo's main rival is Huracan, who they may not be able to be playing on a regular basis by the looks of it. They may get relegated again. Bracenas will allow this. No. Take it again.
I was going to say, why wouldn't he?
De Michelis, thanks to Article 225, will be allowed to play in this match, as will Claudio Hussein, but they do face suspensions on the road.
Max, you talk about Huracan possibly being relegated once again. That's very unfortunate. Huracan is a team that a couple of decades ago, in the early 70s, used to play in Copa Libertadores very often. I remember in 1973 when they played Colo-Colo and Unión Española. It was Huracan and Independiente who ended up winning the trophy. So you are talking about a very important club in Argentina.
It's a shame. They did get their first win of the season, so there's still hopes of avoiding the drop, but a lot of work to do. And guess who they're playing today? You got it, Boca. Oh, their hands are full. And a whistle. This will favor River Plate as Acosta came from an offside position.
Take a look at this guy, 36 years of age. He has been scoring goals for 17 years in first division, played also in Chile with Universidad Católica, went to Japan. He didn't like it over there, came back to Argentina still.
Played in Portugal.
Played in, oh yeah. And scoring a lot of goals. Alberto El Beto Acosta.
best he's ever played in River Plate uniform.
Fernando Gavena, he's one of the best forwards, I would say, in Argentina. Great technique, very smart.
Zurita. Paredes. Zurita again. The third time. There comes a defensive effort from Gonzalez. San Lorenzo win it back. Played in, and River Plate will be prompt to clear this to take.
Gonzalez is on the ground.
Former Huracán.
Orteguita Chico. The little Ortega. I believe he got kicked from behind also. No yellow cards in the game. Way too many fouls in the first quarter of an hour. 0-0, River San Lorenzo. Glad to be with you once again, enjoying the beautiful game. Always exciting from Argentina.
Yes. Interesting to see winter starting to kick in over in Argentina. They had a long summer. I mean, everyone was with their shirts off at the stadium only a few weeks ago, but no more. The jackets are out. The gloves are starting to become a little more popular. Football Argentino in full bloom, and will carry on all the way through June. This is round 15 of 19. Alvarez, 22-year-old right back. Calls for Zabaleta, who will be part of the Argentine under-21 side, featuring in the Toulon under-21 tournament. Could not be saved by Franco Costanzo, who has been thrust into the spotlight as the new keeper.
Not much from Chatruk. The defender has to be very careful when making that move, because if the referee is badly impressed by that, see, he's bringing the forward down. That could be a penalty also. Oh, take a look at that. How beautiful.
Michelini a target here, and that's exactly who they find. Pablo Michelini having a nice little season, 3 goals already. That's team lead. That's pretty a sad total, but there's 3 guys with 3 goals.
That's scoring more often than the forwards, the strikers. Oh, that's why he's making the call. A foul from behind by the captain when fighting for the ball. Good call by Bracenas.
All due respect to Pablo Michelini, but he's a great defensive midfielder. But if he's leading you in goals, you're probably in some hot water as a team. And San Lorenzo just logged in mid-table. Alvarez. Chatruk. Paredes. Into the midfield. Zurita unable to come up with it. Goes beyond Michelini. The ball played in by Morel, and River Plate take over. Fouled it. Winchester down. Cavenaghi was looking to assist Fuertes. Space opening up now. Acosta. Alessandro.
We haven't been able to establish if he is really tired or not, but in 20 minutes in the first half, Chacho Caudet has been a non-factor.
River Plate struggling a bit here. This is a side that had 15 matches without defeat before their loss in Colombia, which led to the elimination in the Copa Libertadores quarterfinals at the hands of America. And then the draw against Boca, so it's been a while, especially for River Plate standards, since they've tasted a victory. Michelini.
Offside.
Zabaleta. On the right side of San Lorenzo, very inexperienced with the 18-year-old Zabaleta, the 22-year-old Alvarez.
That's where the forwards have to be careful and look. If they're waiting for the cross inside the PK, look around.
Alessandro almost lost his shorts right there. Hussein, Gaudet, Mandrake. Getting stuck in that time was Claudio Morel.
Not much happening, to be honest with you, where it really matters in front of the goals. Goalkeepers have had no work. Constanzo and Sebastián, we haven't even seen Sebastián.
Ruben Insua, from everything we hear at San Lorenzo, they said, will you finish this season? And he said, yeah, I will. But we know about Nestor Gorosito at Nueva Chicago doing a great job. Nueva Chicago in the top 5 of the standings coming into round 15. And it appears that he will be the next coach of San Lorenzo, the team that he played for in the next Apertura. So that's something to look out for. Ruben Insua winning the South American Cup with San Lorenzo, but everything else has been a disappointment. Yeah, the flag was up on Fuertes. River Plate. Fouled by Christian Zurita. And that's never a good sign. Where is that? Oh boy. Silly.
For talking too much, for complaining, arguing, Mandrake gets the booking, but this is what I tell the referees all the time. Why don't you book the players who are committing fouls, who are hitting other people? So concerned about what if they tell you something, like Alessandro in this case.
You can see that coming. Alessandro had his account opened early. And it just continued and led to this. And River Plate, it hasn't been the fun-loving year with the referees. Littered with red cards. Zurita. On a bad ball, stretching back to make the play there was De Michelis. Zabaleta. Alvarez gets through. One hop and finds Costanza.
Nice idea. You see even Beto Acosta applauding his teammate, the young Zabaleta. That's more a name like a singer. Zabaleta. There's a tennis player from Argentina also by that name.
Don't forget about Marcelo Zalayeta.
That's who you were wanting, right?
I didn't say they were related. Señoras y señoras, se presenta Zabaleta.
Finally something going on, something exciting. Chadruk, yep, thumbs up. A tremendous long-range shot. Even with 1-2 defenders on him, able to create the space himself, he just goes a couple of inches over the crossbar. Without a doubt, the best chance of the half.
Spray to the left side. Leckie, Kavenaghi. And Alessandro will settle for the corner. In the 25th.
Smart kid, huh? If you saw Michelini coming like that, just give me the corner kick.
Horacio Ameli, another former San Lorenzo player in the River 11. Well-delivered ball. And it ends up in the hands of Saha. Ameli, back in Argentina also after that brief stint in Brazil. We apologize for some audio difficulties that we may be having. We'll remedy that for you.
It's raining inside the studio.
Yeah, it's those pigeons, man. Just wrecking the feed. Tackle applied in the corner by Gonzalo Rodriguez.
If we see that pass again, just notice that he makes the pass with the outside of the right foot.
Far post. Looking for that second header. Leckie was lodged in the middle there. Stopped in the back there by Michelini. Here comes San Lorenzo up the left.
You know what? The Doves are going to be more exciting to watch than the game today. The game took the crowd out of the game. We don't even have the same atmosphere that we had in the first 5-10 minutes.
Did you say Doves? Those are pigeons, man. Acosta. Alvarez. Acosta. Blind pass. It was in the neighborhood, but finally out of play. Costanzo, the 23-year-old keeper, making his second start. Second in a row. Here's Alvarez. Zabaleta. And a man down for River Plate.
Was that Lucho Gonzalez?
May well have been. Look
Crespo.
who's there.
son, finally something exciting happening.
All done in the Serie A, I come back home. And look, it's all done in the French league too. Martin Cardetti. Last with PSG, both former River Plate strikers.
The unforgettable Chapulín. Oh, we have a substitution.
That's Claudio Hussein.
Garcés. I believe that is Ariel Garcés.
It was after.
Yeah, this is another player, different one. The player on the ground that I believe will be substituted. Claudio Hussein? Yeah, you are right.
Wow, has everything just gone off the rails for Claudio Hussein?
He goes from bad to worse.
He had a great first half in that Super Clásico, but that has been the only good streak. He was red carded in the end of that match. Of course, the disaster that happened against Colombia, and I certainly back Claudio Hussein in that. His behavior cannot be approved of, but he was helping out his brother. His brother Dario was under siege on the sidelines there, and then he came to his aid.
Pereira, number 15, warming up on the sidelines. That would be the natural replacement. And now just waiting for the information about what is really going on, what is wrong with... oh, he injured himself, and those are the worst.
The legs gave way. Acosta. Up by Ameli. Michelini. Looking for a number 4. Would you believe it?
It is all San Lorenzo in the first 30 minutes of this game. Another long-range shot, which is the only weapon they've shown so far. This time from El Capitán, Pablo Michelin.
Matias Lecky. Catruk stepping in front of it. Now Michelini reverses it to the near side. Finds Alvarez. And the ball up by Astudillo. Or I should say Acosta.
Yeah. Great ball. And once again, there you see the response by Catruk. You see the smart Acosta putting that ball, cutting like a knife between, what, 1, 2, 3 defenders.
All eyes turning to Jose Catruk because the last 2 weeks, as we said, his goal in each match led to San Lorenzo victories. And that, we're heading toward the 5th half of soccer where San Lorenzo have not allowed a goal. A job well done.
So are they tired or what, Max? Not only nothing from Chacho Caudet, but we haven't seen anything from D'Alessandro, from Fuertes, Cabenagui. Have you seen him in the last 20 minutes?
They've had some difficulties getting up for this one. They're going to have to start picking it up. They need the 3 points here at home. San Lorenzo have already played Vélez and Boca and lost both those matches. River Plate, the highest scoring team in Football Argentino with 29. Best defensive team remains Vélez Sarsfield. Nice ball by Acosta. Astudillo crossing it in, but there was Matias Lecky.
It is all San Lorenzo. They're getting closer and closer. They deserve a goal before halftime.
They have been the better looking of the two. Pereira just in to replace Claudio Hussein. And, Franco Costanzo.
Beto Acosta, see, the problem with forwards like that is even before he goes to the ball, he's already thinking about the penalty. Great reaction by Constanzo, who went straight to the ball without even worrying about the fall.
Oh, another player down. It's been an ugly scene on the pitch.
It's been just a reflection of what's been going on the pitch.
This looks like it's Christian Zurita.
A very fatigued River Plate, it looks like, against a hungrier San Lorenzo.
Look at Beto Acosta cracking jokes.
I know, that's the experience of a player who has been at this level for 15 years, 14, 15 years.
Christian Zurita, the young midfielder, back on his feet. D'Alessandro, the only player booked in the match thus far.
Beto Acosta was a member of the national team in a number of opportunities. He won Copa America in '91. Imagine the frustration for players like Tito Gorosito or all the other great number 10s of the '80s that they had Diego Maradona in front of them. How are they going to make it to the national team?
Yeah. Like every country has its specialty, and the number 10 is certainly Argentina's. Here in the United States, our specialty these days is goalkeepers. In Chile, it's good referees. Good wine, too.
Hartman now being the goalkeeper of the moment in the MLS.
Yeah, for the LA Galaxy, and Tim Howard as well. Just a little squid kick from Calvet.
Well, not to mention Keller, Brad Friedel, who both of them have been in the EPL for a number of years. One of them also mentioned to possibly go to Manchester United.
Tim Howard. 3 million bones. I saw Brad Friedel yesterday, by the way, in the christening of the new Home Depot Center. You could tell he was spending some time in the garment centers of Milan. Very nicely dressed. Mandrake, can he get out of this one? Oh, he did!
Penal.
Careful, Andres.
And that, don't even say anything because you are already booked. Dracenas, I believe, too far from the play. Well, let's take a look. This is D'Alessandro at his best. Well, there's no high.
We'll get a better look here.
If there is a foul, it's outside the PK. Oh, yeah. Oh.
There's a little contact. Hard to make that call. Looking for Chatru. Knocked out by Martin Demichelis, who is Bayern Munich bound. Astudillo from the Talleres striker. Again, Demichelis. Michelini. You get the feeling that this River Plate side will change a fair bit at the end of this clausura. Martin Demichelis probably on his way. As I think Andres D'Alessandro certainly has to use this window to try his hand in the European leagues. Of course, all the big clubs have been mentioned. He's interested for his services. My favorite transfer rumor of his was a couple years ago, and they said that Leeds United were after him. The reason I like it, it's such a bad fit, but
they got Harry Kewell instead.
Oh, they had a chance, but Gonzalo Rodriguez steps in front of that ball. Alvarez. The high ball on the left side for Astudillo.
Don't fall asleep, San Lorenzo. A couple of signs, River Plate waking up. Finally, they put something together offensively.
They showed Ludueña just then. What does that mean? Does that mean perhaps D'Alessandro's Minutes are numbered. Lucho Gonzalez. Benaghi. Zurita. Astudillo. th minute here. Scoreless at Estadio Monumental. Round 15 coming in. Vélez on top of the ladder, 34 points. Boca 32, River 31. Vélez have already played and lost.
Calm down, relax. Beto Acosta trying to guide his teammates. Well, the best thing about this first half is there's only 5 minutes left to play.
Throw in or free kick as Caldet was brought down.
But I don't know if Chacho Caldet was really that tired or not, but I do know that we haven't seen anything from him in this half.
He's not alone. Here's a chance. Gavenaghi. That may have hit Fuertes in the back. At the other end, Acosta. Hooks up Lecky. Accidentally, certainly.
That's the kind of forward Alberto Beto Acosta. He will keep you busy. You will go down. You'll get booked.
One played out. Played through, looking for Caldet. Still alive, Alessandro now. Oh, and Michelini there to dispossess him. There's that certain glare in the eye of Manuel Pellegrini, which certainly suggests that things are getting very serious, perhaps behind closed doors at River Plate. This is a massive fixture for his career, really. Caldet. Garce. Now lobbed into the area, looking for Caldet, who made his way up. Oop. Collision at the edge of the midfield circle. Astudillo brought down, and it's going to be a free kick for... Well, no free kick. Play on, says Gabriel Bracenas. Okay. Chatruk. Chatruk on a championship with Racing. And making his way here to Almagro to take a new role with San Lorenzo.
I feel kind of bad, Max, because how am I saying to San Lorenzo, be careful because don't fall asleep? I'm the one falling asleep here. There's nothing going on. What a bad half of soccer.
Yeah. Soccer. Well, the Pigeons have added some excitement.
They've been playing like 10 minutes on that side, not able to do nothing with the ball.
Here's young Pablo Zabaleta.
And there they go again to the right side. Not only they took the crowd out of the game, now they're getting the booze from the stands.
Lecky. Alessandro gets the whip. Lecky nowhere to go, and he's made a hash, but actually did pretty well in the end as he gets it across to Gonzalez. Gavenaghi. Ooch and a gooch. Off the side of the foot of Pereira.
not going to the highlight reel.
Nothing really in this first half. Probably would warrant it.
But you know what? Even Mason, as badly as he's the only one doing it. Nobody else in River Plate has been taking long range. Nobody in River Plate has been doing anything in the half, but just running.
And the late whistle, as Chatruk thought he came in cleanly. Matthias Leckie. Who gets there first? Almost simultaneously, it ends up with River Plate now. And the clearance from Gonzalo Rodriguez, one of two 18-year-old players in the San Lorenzo starting 11. We're seconds away before we enter stoppage time. Nice tackle, Pereira. Ball for Paredes. Insua not happy about something there from Christian Zurita. All the way through to Costanzo. We head into stoppage time. Garcés.
¡El de afuera! ¡El de afuera, Suri!
Not a good first 45 at all for River Plate, unable to score. A yellow card to Alessandro, who's frustrated. An injury to Claudio Hussain.
Excuse me? Not a good one?
That's what I said. Not good times.
You are being extremely polite. After we enjoyed a tremendous first half at La Bombonera, Boca River, we have enjoyed the opportunity of having football Argentina this week. Well, there's always hope. We have the second 45 minutes.
Gaudet with the free kick. Just to win it back. Lobbed into attack. Facing it's Cavenaghi. Put it in. Alessandro. Cavenaghi. Maybe the best sequence from River Plate in this first half just then. Gaudet. And that has stirred the blood. Gonzalez in for Cavenaghi. Goal! Goal! Inspiration comes from Fernando Cavenaghi, the leading goal scorer for River Plate. He picks up goal number 10 of the season, 1-0 River.
See what happens when Chacho Coudet wakes up on the right side? He makes the difference. This is the Mike Tyson syndrome. They don't do anything else, they just one punch. And it's 1-0, undeservedly, but who cares? Ball in the back of the net. I believe this is the only shot on goal of the half by River Plate, and they are 100% effective. Chacho Coudet once again.
It's not going to help Diego Saja's stat sheet. River Plate in the nick of time get the lead here.
You see that player sacrificing himself, that goes running to the near post and then lets the ball go. Great play. Ortega, Fuerte is one of those. I don't know. He runs and he brings a defender with him, giving all the space to Cavenaghi to score the goal.
Timely goal from Cavenaghi. 1-0 River Plate. We'll be back with more from Football Argentino after this.
Want to lose weight and get lean? Want to shed inches and get chiseled abs? Want to get into the...
Here we are, back again. Second half, turn to commence.
We can continue talking about what we were talking at halftime, the unpredictability of sports, how San Antonio lost the second game on the road in the NBA Finals. The Mighty Ducks won Game 6, which is good news.
What are you talking about?
Olimpo.
Oh, ice hockey.
Olimpo winning on the road and defeating Vélez Sarsfield when you least expected.
Big ice hockey fan there, Bozzo? Glad you could join us. Round of 15. Thanks for along with Christian Bozzo. It's interesting you mentioned basketball. Of course, San Antonio featuring Emanuele Ginobili. I heard another Argentine maybe popping up in the NBA. Some guy called Carlos Delfino. How about that? Chance to visit there in December. And basketball crazy right now is Argentina.
Well, speaking of big events, taking advantage of Roland Garros in France, Paris, won by Ferrero, who made it to the final last year.
Yeah, and the Argentine,
Guillermo Coria, who lost in the semi.
The semifinals. So Argentine tennis doing very well. In addition to the basketball, a great sporting nation.
Fernando González from Chile made it to the quarterfinals.
I saw that and almost slipped to the semis.
Fernando González.
If we can round it up, talk about Nicolas Lapenta from Ecuador. Look at that. The world is changing before our very eyes. Michelini.
No substitutions for the second half. Let me give you River Plate's 11 back on the pitch. Constanzo Ameli, De Micheli, Garce, Lecky, Usain, who's off. Codet, González, D'Alessandro, Fuertes, and Cabenagui Pereira replacing Claudio Hussein.
Carlos Cordone, who's got himself in a little trouble because of a little smoky smoke. You know what I mean?
You know, he used to play, he played briefly in England.
Nuke United.
Las Urracas. The Magpies. San Lorenzo with Saja, Rodriguez, Morel, Alvarez, Paredes, the captain Pablo Michelini, Chavaleta, Zurita, Chatruk, Astudillo, and El Beto Acosta.
By the way, in case you weren't aware of it, Carlos Cordone suspended because he failed a drug test for marijuana, which brings up the practical question. Should that be the case if it's not a performance-enhancing drug? Well, in fact, it is. A lot of people came to the defense of Cordone, but at the end of the day, he is without club right now. As they say in Argentina, anti-doping.
He was blaming it on an executive who said had told them that you have to play, putting a lot of pressure on them, but you have to play at a high level.
I was waiting for it, but they did nothing heavy. Oh, I see what you mean. Matias Lecky. Astudillo wedges himself in there. And gets the free kick after all that.
On the bench for River, Gulkubasic, Zapata, Ludueña, who we saw warming up at the end of the first half, and Darío Hussein. For San Lorenzo, Ramirez, Ibaka, Garron, Luna, and
Morel. Nice ball just over the head of Alvarez. Zurita.
Sometimes when things are not going well on the pitch, you have to do other things. You have to run, you have to play stronger, you have to run even more. We don't see that at the beginning of the second half, not more intense than the first 45 minutes at the same pace.
San Lorenzo getting a fair bit of possession here in the second half after that crushing blow applied by Fernando Cavenaghi at the end of the first. See San Lorenzo chasing the goal.
That pitch needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Good camera work.
Horacio Almelia, former San Lorenzo defender. They had a nice list of former defenders led by Ivan Cordova, who now plays at Inter. And the latest is Gonzalo Rodriguez, the 18-year-old who has already seen international duty.
Very unnecessary, and he's going to get the yellow card. After the foul was committed, after the foul was called by Blasenas, he went straight to the legs of Beto Acosta. We haven't even talked about Pellegrini, who is a foreign coach from Chile, who came to Argentina to coach San Lorenzo and took San Lorenzo to the championship. So this is a very special game for Manuel Pellegrini. And he's winning.
Look at the far post for Alvarez. Michelini. Comes down there. Free kick earned by Andres D'Alessandro. The jacket is on. You can see the players right before the kickoff of the second half showing the effects of the cold weather. Temperature dropping. Alvarez. Lecky. Alessandro. Pereira. Calvet. Waited for the ball, and whilst he was waiting, Zurita made a beeline to it. Now, San Lorenzo in front. There was Astudillo, and that was Costanza.
Max, we are basically at the mercy of Chacho Caudet. We might see some brilliance from D'Alessandro. We'll see a good effort by Acosta on the other end, but if Chacho Caudet decides to play and to get involved, that's when River Plate definitely can make the difference.
By the way, San Lorenzo will be playing Olimpia of Paraguay in the Copa Sudamericana, the winners of the Libertadores and the South American Cup from a year ago. You'll be able to watch that on Fox Sports World later this summer. That looks like it's curtains for Pablo Zabaleta, who will be performing all week at the San Telmo Bistro. It's by Damian Luna. Straight on. May have enough legs on it. It does. Fuertes. Whipped in. A lot of pushing and tugging and holding. San Lorenzo escaped without incident. A run around a couple players by Luna, who just came in.
The first ovation from the stands. Something finally going here. An opportunity created by the beautiful pass by D'Alessandro with the outside of the left foot. He should have gone just one quick touch. Fuertes. Cavenaghi and Caudet waiting for that ball. Immediately San Lorenzo's counter attack. those are River Plate's best moments. San Lorenzo also created a good chance with the counter attack. Hopefully that's a sign of a better second half. Speaking of the devil,
very stoic right there. His team in front. It's a shame that a team which has only lost one game this season, River Plate, has a coach who is in some hot water, you would imagine. 9 wins in 14, but elimination in the Libertadores has put a lot of pressure on Pellegrini's shoulders.
The gods must be crazy, I'd say.
Yes, they are.
Let the man work. Let the man do the job. And you have to believe in the process of it, too.
Decisions will favor San Lorenzo, who is a study in mediocrity. 5 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses, 10th in a 20-team tournament. Alvarez, one blocked there by Lucho Gonzalez, but it comes right back to the right back. He gets Luna involved. Nice little Jimmy to loosen up Caldet. Still with it. Cleared by Garza. Michelini. Took a while for him to address that ball. Zurita. Michelini. Intended target was Estudillo. River Plate playing a bit complacent again and not showing that fire. Very lucky to be up 1 goal. But got to be cautious.
This is what is supposed to happen. See now, a better second half, bringing the crowd into the game, a better atmosphere. Let's see if that gets the 2 teams going. Second substitution for River Plate, another midfielder, an attacking midfielder in Ludueña, number 24. Gonzalez maybe could be substituted now.
On the floor. Now River Plate take possession. Alessandro de Caldet. Orchestrate things. Caldet on the near side. Alessandro the target, marked by Michelini, which he's going to be throughout this match. Caldet is onside. The cross comes in. Straight to Diego Sebastian Saha, who has not been all that busy. And the handbags are out a bit.
That, what Chacho Caldet did, that's what Europeans have always done better than we South Americans. That cross when you're running the end line and have to just go with it. Good effort though by Chacho Caldet.
Cross by Fuertes, looking for Cavenaghi. It'll be a goal kick.
That was just more of a get me out of the situation. Not a cross, not a shot on goal. A very, I wouldn't say mediocre, but not the best of games from the Esteban Fuertes. I wonder, who is he thinking about substitution? Even Fuertes? I would go with Gonzalez. Caldet injured. And that is what you don't want. That's why there's so much concern on Manuel Pellegrini. Caldet, not only the most important player, he is just Pellegrini's favorite. He is the thermometer of this team. With a tendency, with an unfortunate tendency to get injured very often.
And you wonder if he's been nursing that injury throughout this match. We saw him earlier where he wasn't really running full force, holding onto that hamstring on the way out. And in comes Daniel Ludueña, the heir apparent to the number 10 position. River Plate. The man who more than likely will replace Alessandro for that role. Takes a seat alongside Jose Maria Bohu Basic. possession. We're at the hour mark here at Estadio Monumental, round 15 from the Clausura tournament in Argentina. River Plate leading San Lorenzo 1-0. A goal by Fernando Cavenaghi at the death of the first half. An amazing three-team race developing here. And the Velas, who took the lead last week after the Super Clásico, already losing, means we could have a new leader again by the time the smoke clears. Ludueña's ball blocked by Michelini, who is from Sunchales, Santa Fe. Last touch by Garza, Paredes. Pereira. Little clip at the ankles.
Yep. Go to that pocket, get that yellow thing out.
Horacio.
You know what? That's like makeup for this game. It is not a better second half. It's just a more intense, better pace, but absolutely nothing going on in front of the goal.
Horacio Ameli picked up a yellow card on a foul on Alberto Acosta, and Acosta returns the favor here.
That looks to me more like a striker cooperating with their defense than a foul for a yellow card.
Ludueña. In contact in the area. Goal kick for Zaha.
In soccer, one of the most important things is to keep possession of the ball, undoubtedly. And after that is what you do when you keep possession of it. San Lorenzo are not doing much, and the best moments have been from River Plate.
It's fallen nicely here. Astudillo. Actually, it was Acosta that time around. Cleared away by Demichelis. Fuertes. Alvarez for San Lorenzo. Gets it out of harm's way. But it finds its way to Garcia. Well, River Plate may just be happy to bear this one out. Doesn't have to be pretty, just get the victory. And I blame Bozzo for this because he kept saying how River Plate was a nice team to watch. Very talented. You put the jigsaw.
They are a very enjoyable team to watch when they play well. And they have their moments.
Here's Ludueña wearing number 24. Libertadores is wearing jersey number 2. It's a bit odd. Well done, Aldo Paredes. One of those guys for San Lorenzo that you don't probably give enough credit to. Very nice job on the left side of the defense. And now off the side of the foot of Morel. From Paraguay's capital city of Asunción. Free kick for River Plate here, and here comes Matias Leckie, Horacio Ameli. Demichelis also in the mix. Here's a nice view of two very talented young Argentine defenders hooking up Demichelis and Gonzalo Rodriguez. Alessandro nicely delivered. Goal! Goal! Precise delivery from D'Alessandro. Mandrake makes an appearance, assisting the goal of Matias Leckie. and River Plate are out in front by 2. First goal of the season for Lecky, although he has scored in Libertadores action.
See some brilliant moments. Beautiful cross by D'Alessandro with the inside of the left foot. He outjumps the defender, only one on Lecky, and there's another River Plate player behind them. More of a mistake, I would say, by the defense and the goalkeeper. Saha, he doesn't even move, and the ball is inside the 6-yard box. So River Plate now 20 minutes into the second half, pretty much sealing this thing, doubling their advantage.
Pushing forward is Ludueña. A tall order now for San Lorenzo. Whose defense have been very good as of late, but they've allowed 2 now in this match. Another yellow card against River Plate as Pablo Michelini brought down. And the bad blood starting to brew. And surprisingly, a yellow for Ludueña. The cross, first post, Astudillo. And he'll get a corner kick.
They are going to have to make a substitution and become a more aggressive team. They only have the second part of the second half to try to get something going here. It would be nice to get a goal soon for San Lorenzo.
Very poor corner kick from Morel. Never even made it to the first post. A deflection ensues, and I'll have another chance from the corner. Chance for Astudillo. Costanzo coming up big. Handball.
He was called, but he pulled it off pretty good. That would have been the goal we were talking about, Max, because it wouldn't have changed anything. It would have been like 1-0 again. Astudillo had it. Astudillo wasted it.
Alessandro. Well struck by Garce for Ludueña. Yanagi. Oh, it slipped all the way through. Alessandro met by Chatruk. Lucho Gonzalez. Lecky. 1-2. River Plate looking real nice right now. Got possession for several touches now. Alessandro putting them to sleep with his ball offline.
You see, D'Alessandro protecting the ball.
Zurita.
The logic of soccer. River Plate playing their best without their best player, Chacho Caudet.
His ball up ahead. Keeper stays on his line. May have been the bad decision, maybe not. After Fuertes sees that go off the side of the foot.
That pretty much seems to be your style, no, Max? Like D'Alessandro? Very talented left-footed player.
Yes, I would say so. Sounds about right. Our producer, Fernando Rodriguez, also likes to think he'd have that kind of style, but I was looking at him play the other day, and his left leg is about 4 inches longer than his right. It's really weird. so he always runs crooked.
He's the Garrincha then of our team.
Yes. Nicolas Frutos will enter the match here momentarily.
And Martin Demichelis possibly having to be substituted also. He seems to be in a lot of pain on the ground. The problem is Pellegrini doesn't have a central defender on the bench, not even a defender.
Well, if Martin Demichelis can't continue, I'll tell you what, River Plate would have wished they never heard of Article 225. That was the law that allowed River Plate to field both Demichelis and Hussein for this match. And in retrospect, maybe it'd be better if they weren't here because they're both perhaps facing injuries. Hussein already out, and now Demichelis in a lot of discomfort.
Substitutions also. Taking a defender, Rodrigo Estivillo off the pitch, Frutos, the substitution, and Leandro Alvarez being replaced by De Vaca, number 26.
I'm trying to stretch out that leg as he tries to return here. Substitutions 2 and 3 for San Lorenzo. Nicolas Frutos, a striker, a player that San Lorenzo trying to develop, especially with Bordone departed. And he's a no-go maybe. Frutos, no goals this season. The other player who just came in, Jose De Vaca, 20-year-old Paraguayan, making his 4th appearance. Here comes Martin Demichelis, but look at the face.
He's going to give it another try, but yeah, he has been going through some terrible moments. He's not going to be able to finish, and you can see him limping clearly on the pitch. Was not able to finish the game against Boca last week. They say that's the reason Boca Juniors were able to turn the game around.
Oh, yeah.
The importance of the young defender, Martin Demichelis. Hopefully he'll be able to continue here. Doesn't seem like he will, though.
Pereira. Away by Morel. Zurita. Paredes. The ball is lost. Sorts of time. Manuel Pellegrini probably not too happy about seeing that. The ball goes out straight. It'll be a San Lorenzo throw-in. It's the ankle.
A minor detail, right?
Vaca. Luna. Some balls around for a moment. And now in the safe hands of Franco Costanzo. 75th minute. River Plate goals by Gavanaghi and Leckie. Looking for win number 10 of 15 matches. More importantly, looking to get back to their winning ways after a loss and a draw in their last 2 fixtures.
so true, Max, what you're talking about. 2 very painful weeks for River Plate, the way they got eliminated from Copa Libertadores, and a very painful Super Clásico because they were winning 2-0 and they should have won the game. Boca able to get a point, get a draw, and River Plate once again suffering.
Through it all, we said earlier, only 1 loss this season for River Plate. That happened in round 2 when they lost here to Vélez. So their league form remains well intact unless something strange happens here at the end. Fuentes tried to put the cross in.
Great effort this time, though he's thinking right now, why didn't I go just for the goal myself? Nice pass by Alessandro Tua. A nice collective play altogether.
Paredes. San Lorenzo not showing much invention here. Enterprise. Not a big goal-scoring side as their leading goal scorer, 3 players with 3 goals. 18 goals this season, way off the pace.
Goal.
Not quite. That man's flag was up.
With a good reason, because that man was offside. See?
And a good couple yards there.
And Michelini was in a doubtful position also.
Yes. Headed there by Lecky. Keep your eyes on Martin Demichelis, who has pretty much just been walking. Acosta. Scurries through the right. Now the centering ball. Intended for Zurita. Garce. And there's Fernando Cavenaghi, the 19-year-old in pursuit of Roberto Nani for the leading goal scorer in Argentina. Nani with 12. And it's getting congested behind him with Cavenaghi, Christian Castillo of Olimpo, and Luciano Figueroa of Rosario Central, all with 10.
Cerca, cerca, Pablo, cerca. Dale, Pablo. Buena. ¡Ey, ey!
Costa had a brief touch, but nothing more. Chatruk, De Vaca. Throw in now for River Plate as the minutes start to elapse here. You see, not one of the more popular players in the league, from what we hear.
San Lorenzo feeling like River Plate felt last week. We played so much better in the first half. What's going on? Why are we down in the score 2-0?
No emotion from Manuel Pellegrini. Usually will show some, especially after the goals, but you could see him. He remained poker-faced after that second one from Lecky. He was very unhappy with the officiating last week. It was Hector Baldassi in charge of that match. And of course, the main issue is the early red card to Demichelis. Ludueña. Alessandro, these two working together, but not effectively. Frutos chasing. Garce. Michelini. Jatrup.
Nice.
He's made some inroads here. The cross is beyond Costanzo. Got some help from Demichelis. 10 minutes left. Oh, Cavenaghi, beautiful ball work, or off the ball work. And goal. Andres D'Alessandro in the 81st makes it 3-0 River Plate. 3 wonderful moments, 3 goals.
San Lorenzo just created the best chance to go down to 1-2, and then just in the counter attack, the intelligence of Cavenaghi, a beautiful move, and very lucky for River Plate that the ball went to a left-footed player, a natural left-footed player, because that one is not easy to put in the back of the net like that. And Alessandro is a very talented left-footed player. Only one touch, boom. From an uncomfortable position, you see how he has to go down to put it in the back of the net, and now really seal the victory for the home team. 3-0.
Diego Sá not having his best match, but those chances are point blank. You really can't fault him for it, but those are the only times he's been thrust into action. I don't think he's had to make a save. That's pretty much the only 3 shots River Plate have had. They've all gone by.
We can keep talking about the unpredictability of the sport. The way they were playing in the first half, San Lorenzo never thought they could be losing 3-0, and River Plate never thought either that they could be winning this match by the same score.
And as deceiving a scoreline as we will see this season. Costanzo in front of Acosta. No quitting him. He's been very nice to the youngins today, giving pats on the back. Rubs on the head.
You can stop there.
And a nice shot of tonic for River Plate and their supporters.
A better second half, but the amount of goals did not show at all the quality of the game on the pitch.
Alessandro now. By Michelini. Goal kick. Almost.
He can afford to do that one now because of the score, 3-0. If the game was tight, everyone would be yelling at Alessandro right now.
Up ahead for Frutos. Pereira. A very rough start for River Plate, losing Claudio Hussain and unable to score, but at the end of the first half, they got their first. They've added 2 more here in the second half. League form intact. 85th minute now. Goals by Cavenaghi, Leckie, and D'Alessandro moments ago. Is there a 4th goal scored? How about Fuentes?
Golazo.
You got it. It's in fact Pereira at the 85th, and River Plate applying the paliza.
Did you hear that? ¡Qué golazo! Pereira feeling so well because remember the miss in the first half? They would be bugging Pereira during the week. Now he's going to go, hey, how about the goal I got in the second half? Did you see that reaction? Take a look at the technique inside of the foot. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Saha getting a piece of it though. Oh. Golazo. See, I remember telling you this in the first half. We have the hope that the second 45 minutes could be better, and hey, at least we've seen beauties like this one.
Diego Saha is going to have some issues with his defenders. Pereira gets his second goal. He scored in round 8 against Talleres. Adds to his tally here. 4-0. So now River Plate 33 goals on the season.
What a relief for Manuel Pellegrini also. His team is able to produce quality football. They just have to get more consistent, but you need work to get to that level. And you know what? Rest Chacho Caudet.
Quickly taken. Well wide. Beto. Did you think, as we were heading to the end of the first half, 0-0, that River Plate would end up here with 4 goals, their second best offensive output of the season? They did score 6 against Huracan.
You mean before the game even started?
Oh, like around 42 minutes in, 43.
Yeah.
I said, no way. San Lorenzo coming off 2 straight clean sheets. Frutos. Costanzo looking for a clean sheet of his own.
See, now it's going the other way around. The quality of soccer on the pitch is bringing the crowd into the game. And once again, we have that, you know, electrifying atmosphere at the Estadio Monumental.
More to be done by Zapata. Garce. Ameli. Udueña. Pereira. Michaelis. Ameli will set it forward. Fuertes in the air. Alessandro. Udueña. Getting crossed there, but River Plate will keep it with 2 minutes left to go. Lecky. Zapata. Paredes. Zapata. Well, next week, River Plate hit the road. They will travel to a pretty good Lanús team who've got 6 wins this season. San Lorenzo. They'll have their maybe last big Clásico against Huracan. Other matches of note, Boca will be at home to Arsenal. Boca playing later against Huracan. That match beginning just as this one will end. And the other big game to keep an eye on, Vélez travel to Racing. And in the final minute, good trickery from Alberto Acosta, who's not going to remember this day fondly. I have this bad feeling that we may get Boca next week, and we'll have to watch Arsenal, who are really hard to watch, having only scored 8 goals, but they did score 3 last week. There's the effort by Frutos. seconds remaining. Well, a snug 2 seconds of stoppage time. The final whistle blown by Gabriel Bracenas. The full-time score at Estadio Monumental. River Plate demolishing San Lorenzo 4-0. 4 different goal scorers. We'll be back to wrap it all up after this.